Come with us for a moment. Let us leave the ground behind. We will rise gently, like a seed pod caught on the breeze. Below us the world unfolds. It is a world of quiet patterns and gentle rhythms. We are floating now, high above the heart of China. This is the city of Zhoukou. From this vantage point, the noise of daily life fades into a soft hum. The intricate details of the streets and the lives within them blur into a single living mosaic. It is a place where history and modernity have found a quiet harmony. Let us drift and simply watch. Here, from our perch in the sky, we can appreciate the grand design. The earth breathes below. Now we drift closer, over the city's core. It is a tapestry woven from threads of grey, brown, and green. The buildings stand together, a community of structures. Some are new, with clean lines and reflective windows that mirror the blue sky. Others are older. Their tiled roofs are deep, earthy red, weathered by countless seasons. They tell a story of growth, of a city expanding not with explosive force, but with a steady organic pulse. The streets below are pathways of purpose, where tiny vehicles move like diligent insects along prescribed routes, their individual journeys part of a larger collective flow. Look there. The taller buildings cluster in the newer districts. They are symbols of progress, of connection to the wider world, yet they do not dominate the skyline. They are balanced by vast stretches of more traditional neighborhoods. Now, our gaze shifts to the water. For Zhoukou is a city defined by its rivers. 3 great ribbons of water, the Ying, the Jialu, and the Shang, converge here. They are the city's lifeblood. From this height, they look like veins of silver, curving gracefully through the urban landscape. They are not straight man-made canals, but ancient waterways that have shaped the land over eons. The city did not conquer the rivers. It grew in harmony with them, settling into the embrace of their confluence. The water moves slowly, deliberately, reflecting the sky above. Look at how the city bows to the water. Bridges, both old and new, stitch the banks together. They are delicate arches from our perspective, connecting communities, allowing the city's life to flow uninterrupted across the water. Let us float now towards the pockets of vibrant green. These are the city's parks, its public gardens, its sanctuaries of nature amidst the concrete and steel. From the air, they appear as emerald jewels set within the urban grid. They are the city's lungs, breathing in the old and breathing out the new, providing a vital space for both wildlife and people to find respite. Each park has its own character, its own unique shape. Some are formal, with meticulously planted flower beds creating patterns of color. Others are more wild, with dense groves of trees and winding, informal paths. Observe the largest of these green spaces. It is a tapestry of different shades of green. The light, bright green of manicured lawns, the deep, dark green of mature cypress and pine trees. A small lake at its center acts as a mirror, a perfect still circle reflecting the sky and the surrounding foliage. We can see the delicate threads of pathways crisscrossing the park, inviting exploration. These are not just empty spaces, they are filled with life. Even from this height, we can sense the calm they offer to the city's inhabitants. These parks are not isolated islands, they are connected. Let us drift over a particularly special place. Here, the pattern of rooftops changes. We see the distinctive sweep of traditional Chinese architecture. The roofs are grey-tiled, with elegant upturned eaves that seem to reach for the sky. This is the Fuxi temple complex. From our aerial viewpoint, it is a serene and orderly compound, a world away from the modern city that surrounds it. The layout is symmetrical, a series of courtyards and halls aligned perfectly along a central axis. This is a place of deep historical and cultural significance, a tribute to Fuxi, a legendary figure considered an ancestor of all Chinese people. The complex is vast. It is not a single building, but a city within a city. Ancient cypress trees, some said to be thousands of years old, stand like silent green guardians within its walls. Their dark, dense foliage provides a stark contrast to the grey tiles and red-painted wood of the temple structures. The layout speaks of harmony and balance, core principles in Chinese philosophy. Every element, from the placement of a hall to the curve of a wall, feels intentional and meaningful. It is a physical manifestation of ancient beliefs, perfectly preserved. Let us pull back again to a higher altitude. From here, the city reveals another of its secrets, its underlying order. The modern sections of Zhoukou are laid out in a grid. The roads run in straight lines, intersecting at perfect right angles. It is a pattern of human logic imposed upon the landscape. This grid is not rigid or oppressive. It is a framework that allows the complex life of the city to function smoothly. It creates a sense of harmony and predictability. The flow of traffic, the layout of residential blocks, the placement of public squares, it all follows this clear, understandable design. Within this larger grid, smaller, more intricate patterns emerge. Look at the residential compounds. Each one is a self-contained world. From above, they look like geometric shapes, squares and rectangles filled with buildings and green spaces. Each one is a community, a neighborhood with its own rhythm. The uniformity of the layout is softened by the individuality of the life within it. Balconies are decorated with plants, small gardens are tended in communal spaces. It is a balance of collective order and individual expression. The grid is also a map of the city's growth. We can see where the older, more organic patterns of winding streets meet the newer, more planned-out grid. The transition is not jarring. It is a gradual blending of one era into another. Now let us glide towards the city's edge. Here, the urban grid begins to fray, and the dense tapestry of buildings gives way to something else entirely. The countryside opens up before us, a vast, flat expanse that stretches to the horizon. This is the great agricultural heartland of the North China Plain. From our vantage point, it is a magnificent quilt, stitched together from countless small fields. The colors change with the seasons, but the pattern remains. It is a landscape shaped by millennia of human hands. Each patch in this quilt is a field, a small plot of land tended by a family. The colors are extraordinary. In the spring, it is a vibrant, almost luminous green as the winter wheat shoots up. In the summer, it darkens to a rich gold as the crops ripen for harvest. We can see the faint lines of irrigation ditches, carrying precious water to the thirsty plants. Small villages are dotted throughout this landscape, clusters of houses nestled amongst the fields, their red or gray roofs a warm contrast to the green and gold of the crops. The life here is tied to the ancient rhythms of the land, the turning of the seasons, the rising and setting of the sun, the coming of the rains. We can see the narrow dirt roads that connect the villages and the fields, paths worn smooth by generations of feet, bicycles and small tractors. This is not a wilderness. It is a humanized landscape, a garden on a colossal scale. Every square inch seems to be used, a testament to the diligence and ingenuity of the people who call this land home. Our time in the sky is coming to an end. We begin to descend, slowly, gently. The patterns we observed from on high begin to resolve back into the intricate details of daily life. The tiny vehicles become cars and buses. The small figures in the parks become people, with their own stories, their own quiet moments. The soft hum of the city gradually returns. But we carry the memory of the view from above, the memory of the quiet order, the gentle rhythms, the harmonious design. Zhoukou is not a city of dramatic peaks or thundering waterfalls. Its beauty is more subtle. It is the beauty of balance. The balance between the old and the new, between the city and the countryside, between humanity and the rivers that give it life. It is a place that reveals its character not in a single breathtaking glance, but in the slow appreciation of its patterns. It is a city that feels comfortable in its own skin, a place of quiet confidence and deep roots. We have seen how the three rivers embrace the city, how the green parks provide it with breath, and how the fertile plains provide it with sustenance. We have witnessed the echoes of ancient history in the heart of a modernizing community. It is a reminder that a city is more than its buildings and roads. It is a living system, a complex and beautiful organism with a history that stretches back through millennia and a future that is being built day by day with quiet diligence. As we touch down, the world returns to its familiar scale, but perhaps our perspective has shifted just a little. Perhaps we can carry a piece of that aerial calm with us. Zhoukou has shared its quiet beauty, its gentle pace of life. It leaves not a loud impression, but a soft and lasting sense of peace. An invitation to look for the patterns, for the harmony in the world around us, and a quiet promise that there is much beauty to be found if we only take the time to look.